Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Timberborn, which is our post-apocalyptic beaver city builder and all that good stuff. It is cycle 9, day 1 in our town, and we have done a lot of building since the last actual episode because we had a live stream this weekend. It was a lot of fun. Got through a couple more cycles and started expanding up into this area here with a new district, and eventually some more farmland as well up here, as we are working on getting a levee expanded to bring water over into this area. So today we're going to be working on that, as well as taking care of some more expansion down here. We've done very well compared to the last 2 times we've been restarting. We have these floodgates now. It was in the live stream. Put these in, keep these at full height, and lower this one as necessary to maintain water flow. And when the drought comes, we can raise this all the way up in this area. Floods and has a whole lot of water stored up for us to use. And of course, eventually we're going to come over here. Definitely not this episode, but later we're going to put a levee across this side of the map so we can get another full block worth of water storage there. And of course, down here we also have the ability to get water and have our beavers drink from that. And we're going to dam this up at some point also. But let's go ahead and get right down to it. Make sure that these beavers over here are good to go for finishing this levee, and then we're going to get rid of a couple blocks here, or maybe make this a floodgate. And then that will flood this whole thing right here. We'll give us a little bit of farmland, and we're also going to eventually trench out here and have this floodgate go down and give us a little bit of water for farmland down here. But we're gonna start up here. Let's see what we can actually get done. So they're going to be taking care of that. And we can be monitoring the rest of what's going on here. We have 20 unemployed beavers. And we don't have anything else going on in this district here. This is a separate district, I guess. Right here delineates the divide between those two. So we can find work for probably a lot more beavers, honestly. Let's see, these are all fully stocked with workers, I hope. Looks like they might be. Hauling posts, we have a couple of those. They're fully staffed. These warehouses are emptying, so we can put more stuff in here. We have a lot more food growing. We have all sorts of trees and stuff down here. Go ahead and put this on turbo speed. Our goal is to have a couple thousand food and water saved up before the next drought, because 160 beavers is going to require math. Math is hard. Around 500 a day of each. A little more than that, possibly. So we've got a lot to do, which is why we have all of these over here. Not connected by path. I thought I had already. Okay. Well, that might explain why it hasn't been filled up at all. So we've got all sorts of this going on here. We could probably build a couple more, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and do that. Get a couple more of these going. And I believe we should get another couple blocks at least from this red before it completely goes away. We're going to go ahead and put in water pumps anyway. Just because we can use them. Alright. And of course it's nighttime, so there's not much going on anyway. We've got all sorts of stuff over here we could be logging as well. We just have to get beavers down in there. And that's a whole process in and of itself. It's a little deep here. But this is just about done here. Taking a look at getting that all finished up. Of course, our metal scavenging in the ruins here is going pretty well. Got our explosives factories are very slowly making dynamite, which we will then use to blast stuff. And another thing we can do here is we have this staircase that is being built. Get this kind of figured out here. Eventually they'll get that all taken care of. We can put some metal harvesters up here, or scavenger flags, excuse me. Start with 2. think if I put one down here, should still be able to. Yes. We'll be needing all those eventually anyway. It's just going to take a while to get that built, so that probably won't happen in today's episode, but we just have this one levee left where we can flood this, and that'll be all sorts of fun. Actually, it's not high enough right now to really worry about, so I think we can go ahead and get rid of that one, because it can't flood anyway. Should be a-okay. Except the beavers are all sleeping now, of course. That's one thing I have to be consciously trying to avoid, is overworking the beavers, because then they'll have to eat and drink a lot more. We will, we'll see how that goes. We just have to wait and see until they can build the rest of this. Alright, well that's done. That was easy. Let's go ahead and delete that. This will flood this whole area very nicely. And look at all this other farmland it gives us. And eventually spilling over into this as well. That's looking nice. So now we have all this beautiful land up here with which to farm. Unless it doesn't reach all the way up here. Which we might actually be able to influence if we go into landscaping. I guess I could just try that. Get that going. Might take them a little while to get that done. Anyway, that is approaching good to go. I think we can go ahead and put in some farmhouses. Actually, if we were smart, we wouldn't build the farmhouses over land that can be used for growing. So, what we can instead do, if we're going to be intelligent about it, let's put in something like that, then come into our farmhouses. Actually, we need one more row, double platforms here, because then we can have farmhouses up here on the little dealio here, and only miss a little bit of what's going on here. Put one platform here, and we'll put another. I think we can get away with maybe not quite. I guess I have to do this, huh? It's probably the cheapest way to do it. Well, they're all done here. Say there's no path connection. So does that mean it's too far? Yes. Okay. So I think what we want to do instead, let's get rid of this. Get that one, and get rid of this path. Then instead build out a path. See how far it'll take us on this way. So I think we can still... These trees in the way. How far will it let us go? Okay, so we're actually good to go there. I'll just keep building. See if we can get them to do that at least. Okay, so that gets us a little farther than I thought it would. If I can put the gathering flags here... Oh, that doesn't reach. Are you kidding me? Alright. Well, trial and error. You know how this game works. We just have to make it a shorter straight line path. So I think... God, I wish I hadn't pegged myself in here so badly on the straight line path here. Because I don't want to have to build another empty district here. I think this should be close enough. Okay, that will get us somewhere. That'll help at least. These dynamites are working. This could be really funny if I actually blow up buildings with this without knowing it. That'd be really, really fantastic and convenient for me. Well, regardless, we can be planting crops up here. Because even in a drought, this should still hold a little bit of water here. Can turn all this into potatoes. Because why not, right? Can never have too many potatoes. Put a little bit of this as carrots as well. Just so we have some. Alright, anybody harvesting metal yet? Yes, okay. So that actually is working as slowly as it is. Okay, so we can get rid of that. And then this can eventually become farmland as well once we flood everything we need to flood. Alright, so I guess what we have to do is then probably don't need all this in the middle here. Of course, we can always put it in if we want. We'll just get rid of this dynamite, and instead we will detonate that. Okay. Well, that's exactly what I wanted anyway, because that's going to bring the water all the way around without being too annoying. Cool. I like that. Like that, like that. Once these farmhouses are all done, then these beavers will have something to do. We have 17 unemployed beavers in this territory, so that'll help with some of that. I think we'll go ahead and detonate this too. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping to get at here. We are going to go ahead for the time being and put in a floodgate here. Should still be able to get to this. Yeah. So that reason we can control access to this, so we can then change this to a triple floodgate and blow up more stuff over here, and then have this actually go down. We can, you know, do controlled demolition and all that good stuff. They're going to take a little bit of time to get to that. Let's see our network of stuff. It seems to be going pretty well. Now we have explosives factories. Making grist mills. We should still be looking okay for that. We can probably plant some more wheat. If I had to imagine, we're probably in a pretty good spot for that. Where else can I plant? I guess we have over here. First of all, how far out can I go? I can go all the way? Alright. Just go ahead and make this entirely wheat. As soon as these are empty, they're going to get all those taken care of. Well, we are storing some water. It just takes, you know, takes time. It's my trademark at this point, I guess. The planting is going well over here. Quite nicely, I think. Just waiting on materials for that. We could, I suppose, have another staircase going up here where we can harvest these trees. Then plant some lumberjack flags. Probably have to do a little bit more than that. Alright, that will be okay for now. And eventually I am going to want to get them over here getting this stuff, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get in there. We could, I guess, start with stairs going down to the water here. And then some more over here. I don't know if I can place lumberjack flags underwater. Might actually not let me do that if the area is flooded. We might have to turn it into a... I don't even know if the city center will go that far. We're going to try it anyway, because this will go down during droughts, and they might be able to get in here and take care of that for us. We'll just leave that and see what they can do. So it's going to be a while before they can really get anything. What do you mean that's not connected by path? Oh, come on. Alright, I guess we can get rid of that, and then put a pathway right over it. Alright, so now we can take every other one of these and prioritize planting. So that will be all taken care of, but I think they're all planted up, ready to go. Okay, and that, of course I have to mark this area for tree cutting. So I always forget to do, and then people are like, oh, you didn't mark it for tree cutting. Well, there's a reason why. Sometimes that's because I'm dumb. That ought to cover most of that. They can get rid of these anytime they choose. Alright, so this is actually done. Which means we can now carefully begin taking care of the rest of this stuff. I think to do what we want to be doing here, we're going to have to eliminate the path and blow this up quickly. Get rid of that. Put in a piece of dynamite. I guess they can still go over the path that doesn't exist anymore, huh? Alright. Is this built yet? No. Just need somebody to come finish. Why are they just standing around at night? There's stuff to do, bud. Oh, they probably work at the farmhouse or the scavenger stuff, and we haven't been able to get back to that because they have to finish building the dynamite. Let's go ahead and get that done, I suppose. While we're here, we can get rid of... Actually, we'll get rid of the path on this side first. Then we can start building a levee on that side. Try and control when we let the water out. Alright, that's done. That's done. Get that out of here. A little levee on that side as well. Depending on how we choose to do this, it's either going to flood or it'll be fine. Like if I let it down a little bit. Haha! That actually did populate it a little bit. I might not even need a levee at all. Alright, so I'll tell you what we can do. If that worked like that, of course it's going to eventually, you know, run out of water and evaporate. But I like this working. So that means we can go into our landscaping and just put a whole bunch more here. I think I can get away with this, huh? We'll see what I can do with regard to all that stuff. I'll tell you what we can do. Let me just kind of leave this alone for now. I think we can get rid of that. Get rid of that. We're really not going to need these levees, so I don't know why I built them. Then instead, build a platform on the top of all of this, and then just put the path right across. And they should be able to, once that's done, actually go across all this different stuff here. I'm not... Okay, platform. Prioritize that. We have so much science. I don't know why I still have these beavers working on science stuff. We've unlocked... Oh, we don't have metal platforms yet. We also don't have a ton of metal in the first place. Oh, never mind. We have 1,688. When did I get all that? Alright, well. Go ahead and unlock all this since we have all the science. We'll mess with suspension bridges at some point. Probably not right away. Alright, so that is... Oh, that's kind of nice looking. That's that. That's that. And unlock triple. We don't really need the triple lodge because the double lodge I think is more resource efficient. I'm not worried about irrigation. Beehives. We'll go ahead and get those. We'll put the... Oh, wow. Okay, it gives you a range. That's kind of neat. So I guess we have to plan out where in our cropland that's going to go. A printing press. Go ahead and unlock that. Oh, windmills. Oh, I should have unlocked the large windmill instead. Oh well, we'll be back up there in not too much time. Alright, construction site's too far from builders, huh? Alright, well, get to work. Build that up so I can then get rid of that path I just built. This is all going to be farmland. So the last piece. Detonate. Yeah, see, look at all this. Look what this opened up. That's looking pretty nice. Just open that real quick. Let it fill up a little bit. Do it again. It's actually not flooding nearly as much as I thought it might. Okay, there goes a little bit of flooding, but should be fine after a little bit. It's not going to flood anything useful. Alright, then we can open that up, let it get filled up a little bit more. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Look at all this. We can actually close this off, and that will hold on to water during a drought. Lots to like about this. I think we are making a lot of very nice progress. And here comes the next drought in 3 days. We have 2,000 food stored up, which is a lot, but not quite enough. I think theoretically to last the entire drought with all else equal, we're going to need... it's probably going to be like an 8 or 9 day drought. We're going to need a couple thousand more water. Go ahead and put another large water tank here. Because we can also, in this district, have water pumps. We might as well, since we have the ability to make that happen. Let's go ahead and start off with 5 right here, because our guys can get right on that. I think that should still be accessible. Oh, if we actually connect the paths, yeah, probably. Yeah, okay. It's looking good. Okay, that's flooded, so it's not going to work when it's flooded. Alright, makes sense, I guess. But during the drought, it will definitely go down enough where we can take advantage of that. But these water pumps will work, because this is a very deep lake. So I am pretty optimistic about that. We just need a lot more water saved up. I mean, these are all full. But I actually think this is putting us in a pretty good position coming up here. Lots to be happy about with this. How many unemployed do we still have here? Just 1? Okay. That's better than I thought. So now we have all this space down here to plant crops. Could probably just do some more potatoes. Make this side of this be potatoes, I think. Oh, that's actually not reaching as far as I thought it would. Well, good thing we have space for more farmhouses, right? I think I can get away with this. Put a path right here. I guess really, actually, no. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get rid of these paths, and instead we'll put a path on top of this, and then do this trick again. There we go. See, that's more efficient. That's what I'm talking about. That's a much better use of that space. We are going to probably run out of some lodging space for time being, but I think this is an improvement at least. And we could probably have trees going up here too if we had a forester set up. Though I'm concerned about the long-term viability of having this area watered. I guess it doesn't really matter what side this goes on. Plant some lovely maple trees on this side. That should be a pretty decent amount of trees to take care of. I guess we're pretty much just making this a self-sufficient district at this point. So it's going to have to grow enough to the point where that's actually possible. So I guess we should probably add some more housing here. You know, maybe not during a drought. Might not be the smartest idea I've ever had. Oh, we're not importing gears? Okay, we really aren't. Alright, let's add one more route, taking gears. That should get us the ability to do other stuff here. So we are, yeah, we're starting to be in need of some housing here. So we can actually come up on top of all this and put in housing. So we have our beaver lodges like this over here. I think if I plan this right, it could be a pretty nicely appointed beaver area. Over here with deleting some buildings. By buildings, I mean paths. So come in here with this. We have the good old mini lodge for the single beaver. And then cover all this with paths. And then cover this with platforms. And we already have the path up here. You know, actually, that's already built? Sheesh. Alright. Oh, sorry, Charlie. Because I just remembered we have double lodges. That would be a much better fit for here, because we already have that thing all taken care of. That will help out a lot, especially we have our own water and soon our own food growing in here. So we won't have to be as dependent on the other districts for survival. This is basically only exporting metal. Alright, so here comes the drought. We're going to go ahead and leave this open slightly for the time being so we can get some more water taken care of here. Then we're going to need to actually stop this. We'll go ahead and shut this as well because it's 6.8 days. There's going to be enough time for this to get a little bit more water into our little stuff here. And our production's going to stop, but our crops should still be okay. Though some of them are going to die, but that's going to be alright. These still are not empty. It's taken them 800 years to get stuff out of here. So I don't know what... Got paper in here. Alright, we'll get that out of here. Get that scrap metal out of here. Guess we just go ahead and uncheck all of these, huh? Maybe that'll get them out of there. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, these potatoes are drying out. I don't know how to really prevent that. If I lower this, is it going to get more water in? Or is it flowing water out? Okay, I actually don't know. Okay, now we're actually in need of beavers in this district. We don't really have space for very many more. It's just going to have to keep growing. Oh, because these aren't connected to the path system. Okay. Well, let's fix that. Now we have space for beavers. 57, so we can actually go ahead and migrate some. Migrate, let's say 10 adults. And then now they should be in here. That should fill up most of our jobs. Actually, there's still no unemployed. And it's down far enough where they can actually log those trees. So that's good. We'll get all these cut down eventually. Get everything taken care of. They're already doing some good work on these over here. I guess we could, if we really wanted to be smart, we could start building production stuff. And this side, we just have to get our power over here. I guess power doesn't really care how far away it goes, so let's go ahead and get this going up here. We're going to have windmills anyway, but if we can get this up here, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. And I think we should have enough science now to research those. The large windmills. I think we can go ahead. Plant some here. Okay, that's not where I wanted that to line up. We're going to move that over just a little bit, because I want these to be straddling either side of this. We can get our stuff in place here. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Just have to remember not to put these in dumb places, because then this will help us get all of this powered during droughts as well, which is good news. So we can lower this a little bit to get some more water going in to reset the death timer on the potatoes. Oh, well, not all of them, clearly. Alright, so that ought to help get us a little bit of the way there. We still have a decent amount of water taken care of. We can actually go ahead and shut these pumps off. I think that's all of those. Okay, now we have 4 unemployed beavers, so that's going to more equitably allocate, not adequate. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Equitably allocate work here. Get this power shaft down here. No, actually, let's not do that. Let's do... I believe we can get away with doing a platform over here and actually go across the path over into this area, if we are intelligent about how we get it done. So, we do one of those numbers. Come in here. Make sure we leave space so our guys can actually get to stuff. Then we'll have all this power taken care of all the way down here. I guess technically we could have it come out of one of these buildings, but if you know anything about me, you know I like making stuff complicated. It doesn't necessarily have to be complicated, but more often than not, I find myself making complicated stuff. So just bring this around town here. Come back with another one of these. And we'll let them get to that as they will. So we're actually doing pretty well. We got no homeless beavers, no unemployed beavers in this district. Let's check this guy out. 6 unemployed, but no homeless. Okay. And they still have not emptied this. Come on. So I guess... I mean, there's no water to pump here. But I still think we're doing fine. We only have 3.7 days left in the drought anyway. Stuff is looking a-okay. Let's make sure we get these kind of flip-flopped a little bit. Storage is still looking fine. I think the triple is just a triple wide, not a triple deep. We can actually take advantage up here of the taller platform on top of the levee. We're not going to need to have too many more beavers over here for the time being. Not quite yet, at least. What are they waiting on this? Paper and gears. Okay, so we are no longer required to have all these water and baked potato things going on. So now we can add some gears. We already have gears. Paper. Paper's what we need. We also over here need to start putting in some grills for potatoes, which I believe we can do. No, I don't want that there. Stop it. We'll move that over one more so we can do this. Just put 4 of those right there. That'll give them something to do with all these potatoes that we've been stocking up here. They also still have some grilled potatoes that they're importing. We have 217 regular potatoes. We're not growing any wheat over here yet, so I'm not too worried about that. Wow, this is it's completely built here. Okay, and that's too far from the builders, so I guess we have to build a pathway down here, and that should put them in range. Now our grill is working. So now we actually do need some beavers. So I think we can get away with putting in Maybe we still want regular single height lodges here. Yeah, let's do that because then back here... Well, maybe not. Spatial awareness is not always one of my strong suits, alright. But if we do something akin to this, then we can do one here, we can do one here, one here. We can come right the way across here. Ooh, okay. I kind of like that. This is going to be the ugliest thing you've ever seen, like guaranteed. But it should work out pretty nicely here. Yeah, let's try that on for size. Because I think we can get away with doing one of these up here as well, and having this be a staircase up this way. And just have all this connected like so. Of course, we're not going to connect it to a path yet, because then that would make it actually, you know, accessible to these beavers over here. And I want to make sure we have a little bit more in terms of water stored up so our beavers don't starve to death and all that good stuff. I like where we're going so far with this. We'll go ahead and put a little bit of water in. Put this down to 1.5. Get some more production started back up. And then that's going to be all that for anyway. Okay. Boy, I sure hope I got all this taken care of. Okay. Looks like this is all accessible. Yes. Okay. Cool. Like that. It's got lots going on over here. Looks like they've cut most of these trees. Okay, that goes all the way over there. So then... Actually, we probably don't need to worry too much about that. Do we have log storage here? We do, and it is very close to full, so we can probably add some more log storage. Although I will leave a little bit of a pathway gap there for that. We just really need these maples to grow up over here. But I think we're pretty prepared for droughts. These are starting to get pretty long, so I don't think we're going to be able to do 2 cycles in a video anymore. By the end of this one, it's going to be, well, it'll be about 40 minutes. That's actually not as long as the other ones. But we will, we'll see how far we can get before I feel like the video is too long. So, you know, I don't want to put something up that's going to be unwatchable, you know? I want it to be enjoyable. We'll go ahead and attach that. That way they can get going as soon as they have the ability to. This is still pumping water, or they're just not enough beavers? Yeah, this goes down decent far enough way here. I think. No, it's not going to go any higher. Alright. Well, it was an idea. See how much water's evaporating here? We'll just put a little bit more in here. It'll eventually goes away. Cool. That is very nice. So we should be good. We just have 0.8 days left in the drought. And over here we are looking a little scarce on food. We are exporting, right? Oh, we're no longer doing any food. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to need logs. Not for the time being, at least. So we can probably put the food back on the menu over here. Grilled potatoes. Just get that going again, because they only have one little bit of food, although they are harvesting. Should be back to normal pretty soon. They still haven't gotten these power things hooked up. Guess they're waiting on gears. I thought we had gears as an export here. We do. Oh, we don't have any gears over here because our gear factory's turned off. Okay, well, you know, that's understandable. It's hard to make gears if you don't have any stuff to make gears and your stuff to make gears isn't running. So I guess we can go ahead and just turn this back on because the drought's almost over anyway. Get that going. We'll have to remember to turn this back off after enough time goes by. We'll go ahead and put this back at 1.5 because that's where it stays. Now, we can turn these water pumps back on. If I can actually click the right one. And I think what these beavers are saying now is they can actually stand to have some more beavers coming in. Have some beaver babies. I think if I stagger this the right way... Ooh, I like that. Go with some of these. Alright, I think if that works, that's going to be nice. Of course, we can put a nice little mini lodge here. And a mini lodge here. Actually, maybe not a mini lodge here. Oh, we can't put a double lodge there either. Because they're not going to have anywhere to go up on the staircase here. So I think what we're going to have to do is put a staircase here. And then get that going all the way across. And we can turn this into a path. This into a path. Except this is going to also need a platform here. Put this in like that. And then on this side, we can pop in some single lodges. That'll keep our busy beavers pretty busy. Of course, our food production is ramping up slowly. Okay, what's in here? 0 gears, paper. Okay, I don't want to just delete these because then you lose stuff that's in there. But we don't really have too much that's really worth anything in here. Alright, water is flowing normally as we would expect. Go ahead and reflood this. Get a little bit more water in here. That'll take a little bit of time to get fully populated. We just leave that open during the rainy season. Get a little bit more water in the canal. It's fun to play with it like that. This is nicely hydrated for most of this stuff here. Okay, and this guy's not planting trees because he's not employed. Okay, wow, we've got a lot of capacity. We can go ahead and migrate. Let's check our food. Our food's not looking as good as it should be. But we've got potatoes, kind of, technically. Should probably have another route doing a little bit of food. Some bread? Do we have bread? We'll just stay with grilled potatoes. Let's check our distribution limits. Grilled potatoes. Looking fine. I guess we could do maybe 500 grilled potatoes. Might as well. We have plenty over here. Okay, now we've got food actually coming in. We can go ahead and get a little bit more population migrated. Let's go ahead and move another 12 over there. That should take care of our productivity issues. Get this guy planting some trees. We are, of course, going to have to get a little bit more water going on over here. Which I think we can do if we're careful about how we have our stuff explode over here. So we should be able to take care of that. We've got plenty of explosives being produced. Are we importing explosives? Yes, we are. Alright, we're still waiting on gears because our gear things are not working. You know, it's progress. Slowly. Slowly, but it's progress. Got 1,494 iron, scrap metal, or whatever you want to call it. I don't think we really need too much right now. No unemployed beavers. Might not have enough. I guess they're in the middle of trying to get this stuff connected here. Why does this say it's not connected? Did we not connect down here? No, we did. Alright, so this thing says it's not connected. But it is connected. I'm looking at it right here. Is it connected to... Oh, the mini lodge. Oh, wow. I forgot about that guy. Oh, we didn't build. We did not build a platform here. Oh, no, we did. We just have to actually connect it. I think. Okay. That was a weird problem to have to go through. But now we've got all this space for beavers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got plenty of space. So they're gonna get pretty busy here in a little bit. How are we doing on food over here? Okay, we're importing. We're looking good. We're just getting some more potatoes harvested, getting those cooked up. It takes time. Got plenty of log storage over here. Okay, and these are ready to detonate. That should help. Oh, that barely did anything at all. Well, I'll tell you what we can do. If we could sit here and waste a whole bunch of time and resources so I can build another canal. Because why not? Wouldn't be one of my Let's Plays without me doing something stupid, right? Let's just get these things built up here. Because then we can start having this be a little bit more of a canal thing. I think it should still water it if it's water down here. We will see. I think now we can safely get rid of these lumberjack flags because there's no more trees over here. But there are berries. So I think we can replace these with some gatherer flags. And during a drought, they can go in and get the berries. I wonder if it'll get angry with me if I just lower this completely. It shouldn't flood anything, right? Okay, no, it definitely is flooding stuff. Okay. Let's stop that. Let's definitely stop that. Just want to see if I can get more water coming through here. It's probably don't need to be doing this. Okay, definitely don't need to be doing this. Right, that back up to 1.5. It'll take care of itself in a little bit of time. How are we doing on food here? Okay, so we are doing reasonably well. Okay, and they can actually do this even if it's submerged a little bit because the water went down. All right, that is fine by me. Let's go ahead and detonate these. Then we can come right back in the exact same spot and get more dynamite laid. Then we'll do that a third time. Probably. We'll see. That'll give them something to do for a little bit. And of course now this is flooded again. We can help that a little bit by getting some more water taken care of here. Alright. That actually didn't spill anywhere else. It's working pretty good. And our guy over here is planting maple trees, growing very, very slowly. Look good. I would like to get these little blocks of land removed, but I can't really do too much of that unless I build more platforms everywhere, and I kind of don't want to do that. And here we go. Got all these explosives built. I want to blow this up. We'll probably have to do it again. We got a lot of water here. This part of town, not so much, but our pumps are working as hard as they can. So we really need to have probably several more of these. I just don't know how much further I can go with these walkways here. I know I can do a little bit more. So let's try that. And then let's put in just a few more pumps. I think we should still be able to get to that just fine. It should be okay if they build another one. I imagine they'd be able to reach it. Okay, these are all done. Let's detonate these. Okay, so now this is going to be interesting. I don't think they're going to be able to place anything here. But we're going to try anyway. Might have to come alongside with a another trench. Doesn't say they can't reach it, though. So maybe they can. I don't know. Okay. Well, that would be nice if they could do that. I do think it is time for a hauling post in this part of the town. Click on the wrong thing. Hauling post. There we go. Let's go ahead and just put that there because that's an open space. We will eventually, by eventually I mean right now, put a staircase right there and connect with a path. This is going pretty well. Much, much better than the last time we were doing all this. I think we've got a lot to be pretty happy with here. Except our beavers are not having a whole lot of social life, so they could probably use some recreational activities. So how about a rooftop terrace over here? Let's do some of that action. I think we can do one of these right here. We'll go ahead and get this whole area covered up again. So we can put another staircase here. Except maybe not. I don't think it wants me to do that. I know I can't put them over here. Well, it was an interesting idea nonetheless. We are going to build on top of this. It just, you know, takes time. It takes time to get some stuff established. But I know they do need a rooftop terrace so they can have more recreation, happiness, all that good stuff. Yeah. We're looking pretty good. What have we not unlocked for knowledge? Well, we might as well go ahead and just unlock them for the sake of unlocking at this point. Just so everything's unlocked, because then I can get rid of the science, because we're not going to need it unless I've missed something that takes a whole lot of science points. Okay, it's 300 for the temple, 700 for the carousel. That takes power. Oh. Okay, decoration takes a lot. Oh. Well, seems the demise of the science research buildings was greatly exaggerated because this isn't going to take a whole lot more. Oh, we've got some other stuff. What do you mean this isn't attached to anything? Am I really this dense? Did I really just do this to myself? I am a absolute fool. Alright. I can believe I did it to myself, but I also can't believe I did it to myself. We're gonna rotate this 90 degrees and actually connect the path. Wow. That is not my smartest moment, for sure. We'll connect these here. I think if I'm smart, I can also put a staircase. Oh yes, there we go. Now this can actually be connected, although I don't know how much further up beavers are going to want to go. I think they should still be okay going there. But that will allow us to get a... I may have also made a hilarious mistake here doing this. Yes, I actually can't put stairs there because if I go up here, I can't get anywhere else. Well, you know, Just making great choices here. We're making fantastic choices. That's all we ever do. All we do is win. We just make great choices every day. That's what we do. So I think if I... Ho, what's this? If I reverse... No, I can't do that. So I'm miring myself here with all these construction projects because I have to have this here. And I could put a staircase here, but then it's going to go to nowhere. Unless I can put a... Now we're thinking with portals. It's a fantastic game, by the way. Play it if you haven't. Portal is wonderful. Okay. Let's get that going. Then we can have a path going up here. Then around the outside. I think, well, we're not going to need to expand population stuff over here for a while anyway. Looks like our water is being stored nicely. Probably can't have too much of that over here anyway, so we'll go ahead and add a little bit more here. I think I can add one there. Yes, looks like it. Can't add anything else over here, but I could probably do one here. Yes. That'll give them something to do for a little bit. Okay, these beavers, 1 unemployed here. Okay, that's fine. Over here we have 10 unemployed. Why is that? Because this is too flooded? Okay, we're going to have to get some more stuff going on here. We have got a lot of grilled potatoes. How many are we harvesting here? How many regular potatoes do we have? That's a better question. 267, so we could actually use some more grills. Probably pretty much anywhere, honestly, could use some more grills. Let's see, where else can I put some of these without it being in the way? Go ahead and put 4 more here. That should be okay. Now on this side, we only have a couple. We only have a couple of grills. We have, I think, just 5. These 5? Yeah, we can definitely be building some more grills. This area up here is probably ripe for the picking. We also never put our stairs here. We can get that taken care of too. That will help that a little bit. Yeah, I think we are in very good shape. Dare I say stable in terms of what's going on. I'm a fan. Alright, so these are all done. Now that should flood and then make it easier for us to have stuff going on here. Just get this all filled up. It's going to take a little bit of time for that to get fully usable. So we'll just put more water in. So all that water eventually goes away, right? Eventually. Probably a little slower than I would like. There we go. So now our trees theoretically should not die out because they are being dried out. That's nice to have that taken care of here. Trees are growing ever so slowly. Got a nice amount of population going over here. We're almost full up on our stuff as well. So why don't we go ahead, give these people some leisure to do. Put some campfire up here. Already have one there. We can also do temples. Try to find a decent spot for that. Just put one of those right there. We can put another one in this district. up here on the little hill. That'll give him something to do. Get that spirituality start to go up. Now, as far as knowledge goes, I believe to have knowledge we have to have a printing press, which requires power that we don't yet have. But we should be able to take care of that relatively soon. We do have. Here we have one of these windmills. Of course, this isn't... Oh. Well. Oh, okay. Is this still too far? Okay, now we can actually access this. Let's get this prioritized, get someone to come in here and build it. And then I believe we should be okay. We just need to get someone to actually come finish the job, but I think it's actually accessible now, which is nice. Our food and our water keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. So I think we should be in pretty good shape even with the drought. Let's just check in on this one. Oh yeah, we're completely fine. We could use a little more water here, but we don't currently have a demand that is outpacing our supply. Just don't know why this hasn't been done yet. I guess probably because it's late at night. And our beavers are not working late at night because we told them not to. Alright, that's done. We will unpause this, get that built. And then, of course, when that's done, we can put our thing in here, and then here. And then this whole power area thing will be all done. Temple is built. Spirituality is slowly rising. We'll get to the rest of the fun stuff as events warrant. But having all this connected is going to be nice for drought season for sure. We can at least get a little bit of something done. We're really getting somewhere now. This is not the most beautiful town ever, but I think it is tending to work pretty well. Having the population kind of centralized helps. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Okay, we can hire more haulers here for sure. Let's get this done. So they can't get all the gears. Why is that? Is it because there are no gears? There should be gears. It just takes a lot of time to make them, I guess. Well, at some point this will be done. Maybe. Because they're waiting on gears for all these windmills, too. Well, someone's going to build that, right? A little bit more water in here just so it's nice and safe for drought time. But you know it's coming up pretty soon. Given how long this video already is, we'll probably end this episode right when the drought starts. Start fresh for the 10th cycle drought. Because I don't want this to be like an hour and a half on a non-live stream video. That's not as entertaining. But I think we've got a lot of good stuff done today. I think it's a whole lot of positive growth in the town. We're finally trying to get a grasp on some of these mechanics. This stuff is never going to be removed, is it? Let's just get rid of this. Okay, so this log pile can go somewhere else now, and this can all become farmland again. We'll fill this in with wheat. We'll fill this in with potatoes to match everything. So we already have log piles over here, and it's not like we have a lot of them stored up anyway. If anything, we should probably be building more trees. He's got priorities to take care of here. We can probably stop exporting logs. Excuse me. Yeah, we don't need to export logs over there anymore. We're definitely cutting enough of them. Actually, pretty soon we can probably stop exporting a lot of this stuff because we have enough logs over here, and as soon as our power is all taken care of, which it looks like we might be able to do pretty soon, then we can get And get this all hooked up over here and start doing some of this production in this district. Don't you dare finish this before this guy finishes this. Oh, he stranded the beaver. Come on. I should have seen that coming. Alright. That's pretty dumb I had to do it that way, but we'll just roll with it. So if that's all done, keep this up on a platform just so it's accessible, nice and easy. We can actually, up here, we can have this path down here go all the way underneath. We can use this area on top of here for a little bit of production. Let's see, I think we're going to want lumber mills, for sure. So I think we just have it run into the side of one building. We'll be okay. We can actually delete this one. Put in a staircase here. Get that going. And then start up here with some lumber mills. Oh, there's a tree in the way. Okay, well, this is at least a decent start. Because then this can just go in right like so. We'll actually do a couple of, or at least one of the crossway things so we can have a little power takeoff. Okay, so that's actually done. That's good to see. We're going to get all sorts of stuff going here, aren't we? We're going to be pretty self-sufficient for a little bit of time at least. Now, can I... Oh. I thought that was going to be a shoe-in to get stuff on top of these... Okay, I guess we couldn't. That's fine. How are we doing over here for population stuff? Okay. We're actually looking like we're almost at capacity here. We need these stairs to get built. Yes, we need logs. We don't have a lot of logs. I guess ironically we could be exporting logs from here to here. So we have all these logs over here now. So we can take care of that. That'll be fine. Alright. So we just need this one bar shaft intersection to be finished. And then we can actually start making planks over here. How's our storage looking? Okay, it's going to be about time for another one of these. I'm not going to be able to build a platform over this? No, I'm not. Okay. So I guess I have to be kind of deliberate about where I place this stuff, huh? Should ideally be somewhat close. We could put one of them right there. That's kind of centrally located. Alright, somebody come do this. Just because we need this to be done. As soon as that's done, we can get these going. Yeah, there we go, there we go. We are making progress here. We still have 14 unemployed beavers, so I think we have a pretty good amount of work to do. No, but I like what I'm seeing here. Lots and lots of fantastic progress. We've got plenty of food stored. We've got plenty of water stored. Although, realistically, not enough water in this one. So we should probably get some more water tanks built up. Let's see if I can get here a couple done. Then we'll put something else here, maybe a couple more potato grills. Might be good to do. By a couple, I mean one potato grill. Look how far we've come in just a little bit of time. I can't even really fit everything on one screen anymore. I mean, I technically can. But it's a whole lot. I guess if I turn off the HUD, Yeah, you can see quite a bit's going on here. This actually would be probably a pretty good cover for the episode. So as soon as the sun comes back up, we'll take a picture and we'll try that on for size. Might actually be able to get a little bit more of it in if I do a lower angle. That doesn't look bad. I don't hate that, actually. We might be able to find a slightly better looking from this angle. Or maybe from this side we haven't really done too much. Kind of like this. This a little better. Alright, sun, come on up. I expect we're going to get a drought warning pretty soon. Yep, there it is. So let's go ahead and take this picture real quick. That'll be a nice little thumbnail. So we've got a little bit of time left in drought preparation, but honestly, I'm not worried about it. Aside from water in this this district, we've got a pretty decent amount of stuff going on. And we do only have 100 population capacity. We have 98 beavers currently. We have enough for over an entire day. So I think we're in pretty good shape. Probably could, of course, be building a few more water pumps. Just start with one. That ought to help having 6 of these at work the whole time, huh? How are we doing on everything else? The log supplies are empty. So I guess we should probably stop exporting logs, right? So now they're not going to have any over here. So we are kind of in a sticky situation with regard to logging. So we can actually put in a... Is this still marked for cutting? Yes, it is. We can put in a lumberjack flag up here at the end, and they'll be able to take care of some of that stuff. These maples are just going to take a long time to build, but when they're done, this will be all sorts of lovely supply for us here. Let's just make sure before the drought comes we get this filled up nicely. Should, I didn't ask you anything. Should be filled up a little bit more. So I basically want this to be completely filled to the top where the drought starts. That's looking like it's going to be pretty good for that. Of course, down here we don't really have to worry about anything. This is pretty self-regulating. This area is nicely filled up. We'll continue to let it drain just a little bit, but we do have 2 windmills producing hardly any amount of power, but that does help during the lacking of flowing water. Look at all this food we got. We got so many potatoes. We have a ton of potatoes. We probably should be, in all honesty, making more bread. But okay, we got 3 of these now. Good. I think those make, how much power do those make? Up to 300, wow. They're not ever going to make 300, except in extremely ideal circumstances. But we're in a very, very good shape for the next upcoming drought, so I think this is about where we need to call it for today. As always, I appreciate you watching very, very much. I hope you're enjoying the series. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know a lot of you have been very supportive already. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, watching these videos. If you're here for the live streams as well, thank you for those. They're all sorts of fun. I try to do at least 1 or 2 a week. This past weekend we had 1 live stream of Timberborn and 1 live stream of Ostriv. And I'm hoping to do some stuff on Twitch this week. It's just been really busy trying to keep stuff up on this channel and my day job and all that other stuff. But we're looking to get back in the swing of things with that and get all sorts of exciting stuff coming on the way. So if you haven't subscribed here on YouTube, please consider doing so. It helps the channel out a lot and also gets you connected with all sorts of fun stuff we've got going on here. Feel free to give me a follow on Twitch as well if that's something you're interested in. Probably not playing too many city builder stuff over there anymore. Probably mostly RPGs and other styles of games. Probably taking a look at Age of Empires 4 when that comes out in a little bit. Then we'll see what happens over there. But it's always a good time. There's a nice community of very helpful, very kind people over there, and we'd love to have you be a part of it. Yeah, that is just about all the time we've got for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.